That is Mr. Gorelick. You can join us here every Thursday at 12:30 to talk about everything food-related in Baltimore. This Week in Baltimore Eating is brought to you by Eddie's Roland Park, your neighborhood gourmet grocer on Roland Avenue and North Charles Street in Baltimore. What do you want to talk about, Richard?
Where do we eat this week?
Okay, should I go first?
You go first.
All right, I'll be really quick. So first, because So first, I went to Icarus. It was a birthday party for 2 people. There were 9 of us. It is no Zorbas. Now that I have discovered Zorbas, I don't ever want to go anywhere else.
Okay.
The octopus, kind of heinous.
Gee whiz.
And the service was weird. It was very weird. They knew we were coming. They knew there were 9 of us. It was just a little weird. I did get the shrimp guvasaki, which is like one of my favorite Greek dishes, and it was delicious. And I ate it again the next day, and it was still really delicious, but a little eh. So last night, I wanted to go to the Senator to see Once Upon a Time in America. Can you guess how long the extended director's cut is? Any guesses?
I would say just short of 3 hours.
You got a guess, Glenn?
Yeah, that name 2.5.
Okay, no. It was 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Are you ribbing me?
No. The intermission came at 3 hours in. So I thought we were like only halfway done. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be here all night. But there was only another hour.
Oh, wow.
So I had to see it because it's a classic. Although all those 70s movies, they're way rapier than you remember. Oh. Super rapey. But so meanwhile, I had to eat something before I went in for this marathon, right? So I ran into Grand Cru, which I haven't been since they made their little updates and some changes, right?
Grand Cru in Belvedere Square, right?
Yes. And I liked the flatbreads that they used to have.
From from version 1 or version 2?
Either way, they had flatbreads, and that made me happy. They don't have flatbreads anymore. They also, the only cheese board-like thing they have is a country board, so it includes lots of meats.
A country board?
Yeah, but it's a lot of meats, and I don't want all those meats. All the little tiny nibbles, which there weren't as many as there used to be. It's pared down on the nibbles. They're kind of meat-centric.
Pared down on the nibbles.
So, and also awful service, and you know how I feel. You know how I am about my service. Like, I don't understand what it is about when you see this face and I walk in somewhere, you just suddenly have to give me a really weird, awkward, awful service. What had happened? So I'm not happy with the new incarnation at Grand Cru.
Oh, no.
I know.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm really not right now.
That's too bad. Because we like to spread good news.
I'm sorry, but don't mess with my service. It's a thing for me.
Can you describe one thing that happened that was bad?
Our guy never wanted to come over and take our order. He was texting. He was drinking his soda. He was walking around in little circles. He didn't want to ask us if we wanted another drink. He didn't really specify the information about the wine. It was a happy hour. So on the board and on the menu it says, glasses $6, red, white, rosé. So that implies to me that's like I can just choose something. It's like there's one variety for each of those. Mm-hmm. But it took a while to get that information out of him.
You had to squeeze it out of him.
We had to run because it was time to go to the movie, and then we had to do this to get our check. Hi, over here.
Hey, Amanda, I had a better experience.
Tell us.
I went to Wet City. Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Tell us all about that.
Well, they have occasional pop-up nights.
Yeah, apparently. It's a new thing they're doing.
Wet City is in Mount Vernon, right across from the Rite Aid, where Doherty's used to be. Doherty's, the old Irish pub.
Right.
Wet City's a nice place. And listen,
I have not been in there.
Amanda, I just not only don't go out to eat as often, I just don't go out to bars, and it was so nice. I saw so many friendly, familiar faces there, and
well, you do know everyone, so there's that.
I really liked it. I really liked seeing people.
I'll go to Wet City.
And Wet City was fun, and the menu was a winter's night in Hungary, presented by the chef Craig Falk. And Craig has some Hungarian blood in him. Craig runs Lunchbox Lady, which is a food truck / caterer.
Okay.
So I had some stuffed cabbage and some Wiener Schnitzel sliders. I really enjoyed it.
They were really yummy?
Really
what was
yummy.
the stuffed cabbage stuffed with?
Ground beef and rice.
It was good stuffed cabbage.
Oh, the cabbage was so tender. Just sort of.
My grandma used to make good stuffed cabbage.
Cut through it with a fork. So that was. And listen, I have this. I think I've mentioned it before. People are always lamenting that they can't find what they think is good Chinese food in Baltimore. And
All right.
then,
Yeah, that's
there
legit.
might be, and there might
That's true.
right, but
Yeah.
it's not like the government has to provide good Chinese food. It's weird the way people talk about it.
Yeah.
Like
Why
it's
can't we get our Chinese food?
like it's such a weird entitlement thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Orient Express on St. Paul Street
Really?
in Charles Village has a standard menu of not terrific Chinese food, but they also have a menu of Szechuan.
Nice
a
and
Szechuan
spicy.
menu that you kind of have to know is there, or you won't see it.
It's for the insiders.
Not only nice and spicy, but things on there that are really challenging. I don't think I'm going to eat for a while, like beef lungs.
You had those?
No,
Oh.
bullfrog is on the menu.
Oh God, no.
So I don't
can't
think
eat
really.
a bullfrog.
I'm gonna eat a bullfrog.
That's like when I was in China and actually in Sichuan province, which was really yummy because there is they spice their stuff. But you walk by the outside of the restaurants and there's just cages and crates of creatures that we wouldn't think
Critters.
of as lunch or dinner. But they're there. They're waiting for you to pick them and have some. There were snakes. There were snails. There were frogs. There were rabbits. Like whatever. In these little, yeah. So anyway,
I'll eat a lot,
but that's good. So that means they have some legit stuff.
They do. So that's sort of your cue that there's legit stuff, and I've had some stuff there, and like fried cumin fish.
Huh.
Cumin
That sounds
fried
kind of
fish.
nice.
It was really good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Portions are enormous, like 2 meals worth, and so remember it's a Szechuan menu at Orient Express, and when you go in there, you can see a lot of people there enjoying big hot pots and big dishes of soup. So try it out, and they deliver, which is good.
There used to be a really good place I liked in the old Chinatown, in Baltimore's old
Yeah.
Chinatown, and it was like each table was just one big round table so they could spin it, and they had lots of dumplings. I love that place. I don't remember what it's called. But I loved it.
Zhongsang has been there for a while, but
Maybe it's that
It's
one.
gone through lots of different management cycles, so I'm not sure where they are right
But
now.
I definitely liked it over there when there was a thing, when we had a Chinatown. All right, if you just got here, you're watching This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick, which is brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park. Banish those winter doldrums with Eddie's comfort food like meaty pot pies, deep dish lasagna, and creamy mac and cheese. Just heat up and enjoy. Be sure to comment, like, and share, and follow us at #JMoreEating. Tell us about some events going on.
There's a new restaurant
What?
that opened right next to the Chesapeake Shakespeare Theater.
Oh,
on
nice.
Redwood
Perfect. They
Street.
need a few more options over there.
They do. This
Yes.
is on Redwood Street in the old Merchants Exchange building, which was recently used for the Baltimore Culinary College,
Oh.
Strathmore. And now it's Chez Hugo.
Oh, okay.
Chez as in Chez, Chez Hugo. And the chef is Steve Monnier, formerly of Arome.
Oh, right,
Hamden.
right.
So Steve's moved on. Steve's opened up this place. It opened last week or so, and it's, how are they describing it? Traditional French bistro. Traditional French bistro. So you've got your escargot.
I do like an escargot, even though I just sat here and talked about bullfrogs, but I like escargot.
They got onion soup.
The
Foie
onion soup is
gras
good.
terrine.
Whoa.
That's for $30.
Whoa.
So-
It must feed the table, though.
The big plate steak frite, things like steak frite, duck breast and leg, and duck leg confit, monkfish bouillabaisse, things like that. Bumped into someone who went there and had a pretty good time. He
Okay.
acknowledged it was only the third day, so
It might have been a little rough.
maybe a little bit rough. Food was good, maybe some front of house concerns, but nothing that made him worried about it. Just a little bit
Yeah.
unsure of itself, but that's to be expected on the third day.
Yeah, the third day is pretty early to go try that. I'm not really the hugest French food fan.
No.
I'm really not.
Just it's a blanket statement.
I know it's big. It's a big blanket statement to make. You sound like you need some good hot and sour soup.
I do.
That would be yummy.
I might stop at Orient Express.
Yeah, do it.
on
I
the
bet
way
they
home.
can make you a good one. Burn that stuff out of there. All right, what else is going on? Anything else to tell us about?
Oh yeah, we learned that Bluegrass, the tavern down in
yeah,
Bluegrass Tavern down in South Baltimore, is on hiatus. Sounds like they're under new ownership, a transition. They're going to reopen in the spring.
We don't need to worry.
No. Oh, Actually, we don't need to. We just don't.
We
need
don't
to care.
even need to be concerned at all.
No, it's just
So
news.
now we know. Okay.
It was bluegrass was. I remember when it opened; it was very exciting, and lots of good chefs ran through there. And then it kind of fell off my map. Didn't hear too much out of them in a past few years. So, but we hope they come back stronger. They post on their Facebook page. Bluegrass is rebranding. We will be temporarily closed to renovate and will reopen in the spring. Moving forward, we will have a new dining concept to serve our bluegrass community better. Our bluegrass community.
Serve them better. Okay, that's cool. Who's beeping? There's all sorts of stuff happening in the studio today. It's chaos in here.
How is everybody out there, by the way?
And
Where
also, like,
have
have you found a new restaurant that we didn't discover yet? Let us know.
We learned that the owners of Doobie's and Sugar Vale in Mount Vernon are planning to open a new restaurant in Midtown Belvedere, right in the Fitzgerald building. It'll serve pizza and burgers right next to the Brass Tap, where Two Boots used to be.
Oh, right. So another pizza place where Two Boots was.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Two Boots.
I love their cornmeal crust.
Yeah, I thought their pizza was good.
Yep.
What they call that? Cajun style?
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see what you guys bring us. All right. Anything else you need to tell us?
No, I feel like this is sort of a low-key Thursday.
It's a little bit of a low-key Thursday. We're in between some stuff happening. We're almost in spring, which is good.
That's it. It is
quite
Purim.
winter, not
we
should
quite
tell
spring.
everyone it's still Purim. Eat up on your hamantaschen.
Oh, that's right. Today is Purim.
Yes. Yes, it is. We celebrated
That's
early.
what we talked about it last week.
We did, but that's cool.
Okay, I'm out to get some hamantaschen.
Okay, good.
And hot and sour soup.
Perfect. That'll fix what ails you. All right, so that's it for us today. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 for This Week in Baltimore Eating, which has been brought to you by Eddie's at Roland Park, your source for quality prepared foods, deli sandwiches, fresh produce, and signature gift baskets. Learn more at eddiesatRolandPark.com. Follow us at #JMoreEating. Tell your friends. Have a great week. Happy Purim.
Happy Purim. Bye, everybody.